This new Han Solo movie coming out, it's gonna suck. Big time. This is a pretty contentious statement to make, but if you bear with me, I have some facts, okay? I got some statistics. I got some well thought out logical arguments to lay on you. So before we jump into this, we gotta set our judgment parameters. On what basis do we have to say that this movie is gonna be good or not? And that's Han Solo's inherent coolness. Now, Han Solo in the original trilogy was cool as a motherfucker. And that's a big contributing factor as to why those movies were as dope as they were. Can this new Han Solo live up to the coolness of the original Han Solo? Can he step to the grand esteem of the Harrison Ford depiction in the original trilogy? Let's look at these points one by one, and we'll pick it apart. A lot of people are looking at me and they're saying, hey, what the fuck does Princess Leia have to do with this? How does she contribute to Han Solo's coolness in any way? Listen, my friends, Han Solo was hitting that shit, and you were not. That's fucking cool. He was all up in them titties just like, yo. And whether you were a guy or a girl, do not lie to me. You wanted to be whoever you needed to be to get as close as you could to them titties, dude. You were gonna be Luke Skywalker and get in on some of that weird freaky brother-sister shit. You would have been Pizza the Hutt. You would have been this fucking guy right here. So this new Han Solo movie, no Princess Leia, no slave outfit, no titties, no thanks. The next point, and one of the hugest contributing factors to Han Solo's inherent coolness, was the shit he did off screen. The blanks that your imagination filled in. That was the best part of it, you know, the Kessel Run. What the fuck was that?
It's the ship that made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
I don't know what the Kessel Run was, but my mind concocted some weird conceptual imaginative bullshit that tells me it was fucking dope. You know, and this new Hollywood movie plans to fill in those blanks, man. They hope to get into the cracks of my imagination and tell me what it was I was supposed to be thinking about all those years. But fuck that shit, dude. Why are Han and Lando so tight? This is the kind of material that the movie's gonna dive into, when in reality, I like to believe that they were slow cruising through the streets of Tatooine on their way to swindle some intergalactic mob boss. But instead, Hollywood is gonna replay the same old bullshit hero story that's been going on since the beginning of time. Oh, hey, I was just a greasy smuggler 1 minute ago, and now I happen to be saving the entire galaxy inadvertently for some reason. Wow. Super original. Last but not least, this kind of falls off of the whole coolness parameters thing, but it's just as poignant a statement as any of the ones I've previously made. If you're a true Star Wars fan, that nothing can be as good as the original trilogy. We have a duty as true Star Wars fans and lovers of the original trilogy to instantly shut down any new movie that comes out with Star Wars in the title, okay? We need to stand fast in our resolve, blinded by nostalgia, stone, concrete minds, unwilling to change. Unless you are etching Empire Strikes Back into your arm with a rusty dagger painted in blue to look like a fake lightsaber, you're not a true Star Wars fan, dude. So if you're like me, you have to do your duty in shutting this movie down right out of the fucking gates, okay? George Lucas sold his soul to the devil to dip his pen in that ethereal, demonic inkwell of Satan's own scribes to pen those majestic pieces of cinema we call the original trilogy, and we're gonna let that legacy be squandered by some bullshit movies that can't stack up in any regard. The prequels, garbage. Episode 7, garbage. Episode 8, shirtless, garbage. So if you are a true Star Wars fan, you will join me in standing up and saying no. And that about wraps up my arguments for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that your intelligence was high enough to be convinced by these super statistically fact-based logical arguments that I'm throwing your way. If it wasn't, that's too bad. Hope to see you doing exactly what I do on the release day of this movie, showing up, watching it, and rapidly arguing and complaining about it online the day afterwards, like a true Star Wars fan. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.